Hello everybody, welcome to our video for this week. Today we are going to be focusing on stretching. So this is going to be a little bit different from the previous video that we did on yoga. So it won't be in a flow like yoga was. We'll breathe, but we won't match it to our movement. And also I'll be kind of talking a lot through it. So this is just basically stretching. The previous video you'll see before this is a educational video on stretching. So this is kind of a continuation on that video talking about why it's important to stretch. So we're going to focus on stretching all the major muscles of the body in a chair. So all you need for this routine here is a chair. So preferably a hard bottom chair with no arms, such as like a dining room table chair. Of course, if you do not have that, that is okay. Any chair will do. You can kind of just work around it. So we're going to be stretching all our major muscles. Remember, as I said before in the education video, if you did not watch it, make sure that you do some type of warm up before you stretch, because you never want to stretch a cold muscle. So we're just going to march in place. So just kind of warming up our body before we stretch. The premise of that is anything that's cold, it does not stretch very easily. If something is warm, it stretches a little bit better. So you just want to make sure that you were kind of warming up our muscles. So we're just doing a march, just kind of getting the body ready for stretches, kind of getting those muscles nice and warm, a little bit more pliable than they are right now. All right, so let's just add a bicep curl. Now, if you're not coordinated, that's okay. Just try to move the arms and the legs, just kind of warming up the body. So we're just kind of tucking our elbows into our side, bring our hands to our shoulders and down. Now, of course, if you do not feel comfortable standing up and doing this, you can definitely sit in your chair and do the same thing. So still warming up. So either standing or seated, bicep curls and marching, lifting one foot at a time if you're sitting in the chair, or just doing a simple march if you're standing. All right, let's go ahead and just do some arm circles. So you just want to circle the arms, seated or standing, doesn't matter. Again, we're just kind of warming those muscles up, getting ready for a little bit of stretching, making them nice, long, and elongated. All right, how about bring the arms to the front and circle two. Let's circle in. Now, always breathe in and out. So remember, with any exercise, you never want to hold your breath. Let's circle out. So now we're just making those circles out. Good. All right, now let's take it and just swing the arms back and forth. Now, if you want to add a march, you can. If you're standing, march. If you're seated, one foot at a time. Swinging the arms, moving the legs. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maintaining proper posture, shoulders over hips. All right, good job. Now let's go ahead and stop. So a little bit warm now. If you're not warm, you can continue to keep marching, but we're gonna go ahead and head into our stretches. So the first thing we're gonna do, you're seated in your chair. You wanna scoot your hips up to the front part of the chair. And let's go ahead and start with just a hamstring stretch. So go ahead and take your hands on your left thigh. You're gonna straighten out your right leg, dig your heel into the floor with the toes up. So if you can't see it, my toes are up. We're back just a little bit. All right, so heels down, toes up. And you're gonna lean forward at your waist. Now, when you lean forward at your waist, you're gonna make sure that your chest is going down toward your leg and you're holding it. You're gonna feel that nice, deep stretch from the back of the thigh to the back of the knee. And I want you to hold that stretch. If you keep your heel down and your toes up, you'll also feel that stretch in your calf as well. So hold it there. Now remember, you don't want to aim for pain, so if this is really painful, then come up just a little bit so that you feel a mild discomfort in that hamstring and calf. Now, if this is not enough of a stretch for you, what you can do is take your right hand, reach your fingertips forward toward the front wall, and I want you to lean forward. So again, if that wasn't enough stretch, you should feel it even more now, and I want you to hold it. Breathing in and out, so we're not holding our breath, but we are holding the stretch. Now, if you want to hold this stretch longer, of course, for any stretch, you can pause the video, hold it longer, and then just play it back when you're ready to move on. So nice, good stretch in your hamstring. Now, slowly lift it up. Place your hand on your thigh. Place your foot flat on the floor. You're going to switch your hands to the opposite leg. Straighten out your left leg. Dig your heel into the floor with the toes up. Lean forward at your waist. You're going to feel the stretch from the back of the thigh to the back of the knee. The calf as well. Now remember, if you want to increase your stretch, you can lean forward a little bit more, or you can take your hand forward, reach your fingertips toward that front wall, and hold. Remember, do not aim for pain, just breathe in and out. Very good, slowly roll up. Place that foot flat on the floor. Shake it out a little bit. All right, so we did the back of the leg. Now we're gonna do the front part of the leg. This one is a little bit trickier, so I want you to follow along with me. It works the best if you have a hard bottom chair and a chair with no arms. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna slowly turn your knees toward the side wall here. So I'm going toward the right side wall, but you don't have to. I'm gonna take my right hand and I'm gonna hold on to the back of the chair. So if you have a back on your chair, you're just gonna hold on to the back. Make sure your shoulders over your hips. You're gonna scoot your hips out to the front part of the chair so that outside leg is hanging off, and you're gonna drop your knee down to the floor. All right, so if you notice, shoulders, hips, knees in one line. My bottom or my foot, the top part of the foot is on the floor. If you wanna tuck your toes under, you can, or you can just place your top of your foot flat on the floor. But what you should feel is a stretch in your quadricep. So press your hips forward, shoulders, hips, knees in one line, and good. Hold that stretch, front part of the leg, the quadricep, holding on to the back of the chair with the opposite arm. Breathing in, exhaling out. That right foot is flat on the floor. Very good. Take that foot, place it flat. Now we're gonna walk to the other side. So hands on the thighs, walk, walk, walk all the way over to the other side. All right, now I'm to my left side. I'm gonna take my left hand, place it on the back of the chair. Remember, I scoot my hips off to the front part of the chair. I'm going to take my outside leg. I'm gonna drop my knee down to the floor, shoulders, hips, knees in one line, sitting up nice and straight. Remember, the top of the foot could be flat on the floor, or you can tuck the toes under if you want. Press your hips forward and you feel that stretch. And the front part of your leg, your quadriceps, so hold that stretch. Hip flexors as well, so the quadricep here and the hip flexors. Try not to lean into the chair, nice and straight. Breathing in, exhaling out. Very good, place that foot flat. All right, now we're gonna walk to the front. So we stretch the back of the leg, the hamstring, the calf, and the quadricep. Let's go ahead and move on to the hips next. Now, disclaimer for this exercise, there's a couple different levels that we'll try, so bear with me on this one. All right, so we'll start with the left leg here. All right, so level one. Now, if you have had a hip replacement, so if you've had a hip replacement in your left hip and your doctor has told you not to cross, you're gonna take your left foot and you're gonna put it right at the bottom of your ankle. So my bottom of my foot is right at my ankle, and I'm gonna take my left hand and I'm just gonna press my knee out to the side. So I'm feeling that stretch in my hip and I'm not crossing. If you haven't had a hip replacement in that left hip, what you're gonna do, you're gonna cross at the ankle. So ankle across ankle, still take that left hand, press that knee out. Good, so this is if you have not had a hip replacement. Now, if you feel that in your hip, that's great. If you don't feel it and it's not enough of a stretch and you can, level 3, hardest level here, you're gonna take your ankle across your knee. So my left ankle is across my right knee. I'm gonna take my left hand, lightly press down, still sitting up nice and tall, shoulders over hip, and hold. And so you will feel this in your hip. So you have different levels here. Level 1, level 2 crossing, level 3 ankle across the knee. Good job, hold it there. Remember, it should not be painful. So if it is, then you know you don't have to press so far down. Maybe you just bring your hands in your lap and hold that stretch. Good, still breathing in and exhaling out. Remember, we're never holding our breath. All right, relax, go. Shake it out. And let's go ahead and switch. All right, so now we're gonna do the opposite side. So right leg now. So same rules apply. Level 1, if you've had a hip replacement in that left hip and the doctor has told you not to cross, then you're gonna take your right foot, bring it against your left ankle, take your right hand and just press that knee out. So keeping the other leg straight and pressing that knee out. Now, if you have not had a hip replacement, level 2, if you feel comfortable, remember you're gonna cross at the ankle. So ankle across ankle, still taking that right knee out to the side. And level 3, hardest level, if you feel comfortable and you can, you're gonna take that right ankle across the knee, still sitting up nice and tall. You're gonna take your right hand, if you feel comfortable and need more of a stretch, and lightly press down and hold it. All right, and cross and relax, good job. All right, how do your legs feel? Nice and warm and stretched. So remember, you want to make sure that it's not painful, but we just did the stretches for the lower body, so now we're going to move up to the upper body. All right, so we're going to start with our chest first. So you're going to take your hands and you're going to bring them slightly back behind you. So take your hands back behind you. Now, if you have a part of the back of the chair that you can hold on to, I want you to go ahead and grab that. If not, just bring your arms as far back as you can. You're going to push your chest forward, your shoulders back, relax your shoulders down, lift your head and chin, look up toward the ceiling, opening up your chest. Remember, imagine there's a light on your chest and you're trying to shine that light at the ceiling. So holding that, squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening up the chest, shoulders back, chest forward, and hold. And relax, bring your arms forward, shake it out. All right, so now we're gonna stretch out our upper back. All right, so for our upper back, what you're gonna do, you're gonna fingers intertwine right in front of your chest, so right shoulder level. You're gonna push your palms out, facing the wall in front of you, hunch your shoulders forward, and drop your chin to your chest. So I wanna push my palms forward as if I'm pushing them against the wall, chin to chest, rounding your back to the wall behind you, and you want to feel that stretch across your shoulder blades in your upper back. So shoulders hunched forward, palms pushing forward, chin to chest, and hold. Breathing in, exhaling out. Now lift your head up, bring your arms down to the side, shake it out. Now we did our upper back. Now we're going to do our mid back or our lower back, a little bit of both. So now we're going to do a spinal twist. So we're going to sit up nice and straight, shoulders over hip. What we're going to do, we're going to take our right hand across our lap and we're going to rest it on the outside of our left thigh. Our hand is still down to the side, so our left hand is down to the side, and we're going to slowly twist our stomach, our rib cage, and our chest, and we're going to look toward the left side wall. So sitting up nice and tall, lightly pressing our right hand into our left thigh, slowly twisting, and hold. Now let's bring your head back to the center, and we're gonna try that same thing on the other side. So now we're gonna take our right hand down to the side, take our left hand across our lap, rest it on the outside of our right thigh, slowly twist stomach, rib, and cage and chest toward that side wall, lightly pressing our left hand into our right thigh, and hold. Now slowly come back to center, relax, good job, shake it out. All right, now we're going to move on to our shoulders. So we're going to do a shoulder stretch next. So for our shoulder stretch, what we're gonna do, nice and simple, you're gonna take your right hand, bring it across your lap, your chest, so right across your chest, so you're just taking that right hand and then just reaching to that side wall. You're gonna take your left hand and you're gonna pull that arm into your body. So you can pull on the forearm or you can hold on to the shoulder and hug it in, but try not to pull on the elbow and just hold that stretch. So holding on to the shoulder, hugging it in. And relax now, shake it out. Now we're gonna do the other side. So you take the left arm up, Bring it across the body. So bring it across the body to the opposite side. Now you're gonna take your arm and hand and pull it in. Remember, you can hold on to the forearm or you can kind of hug that shoulder in toward the body and hold. And relax, shake it out, good job. All right, next we're going to stretch out the tricep. So this one may be a little bit more difficult. If it is sharp and painful, please do not do it. Please sit this exercise out. All right, so maybe a little bit harder. I might have to turn around on this one for you so you can see. But what we're gonna do first, we're gonna take the left arm straight up toward the ceiling and you're gonna place your palm on your upper back. So if you can see me, I'm just taking my palm and placing it on my upper back. Elbow up toward the ceiling. So you can bring your elbow up. Now, you can hold on to the elbow up or you can lightly press it up. Do not push on it very hard. Lightly push it up if you need to, and you feel the stretch in the back of the arm, the tricep. Hold that stretch. Now release, shake it out. Now we're gonna do the other side. So opposite arm up, place the palm on the upper back, just like I showed you. Take your hand, opposite hand, either press the arm up, or you can hold on to that elbow and just hold it and breathe. Feeling that stretch in the back of the arm, the tricep. Now relax, bring those arms down to the side, go ahead and shake it out. So you should have felt a nice stretch in the upper and the lower body. Lastly, we're gonna stretch out the neck and then we're gonna be done. All right, so arms down to the side. Remember, sitting up nice and straight. We're just gonna slowly, nice and easy, we're gonna take that left ear and drop it down to the left shoulder. So left ear to left shoulder, relax the shoulders down. So as you actively press your left ear to your left shoulder, what you can do is take your right arm slightly out to the side at a diagonal and reach your right fingertips toward that side wall. As you do that, you feel that increased stretch in the side of our neck. Hold it there. Now bring your right arm down, your head back to center. We're gonna try the opposite side. So now you're gonna take your right ear, press it down to your right shoulder. Feel that stretch in the left side of your neck. If you wanna increase that stretch, take your left hand and reach out to the side at a diagonal, keep it low. Reach through those left fingertips, feeling that stretch in the left side of our necks. Very good. Breathing in and exhaling out. Now bring that left hand down, the head back up to center. Now we're gonna do one more neck stretch. So this one, you're gonna slowly rotate your head so that your chin is over your left shoulder. So we're just looking over to the side and holding it. Now slowly bring your head to the center. We're gonna look toward the other side. Bring your head back to center. Very good job. Let's just do some breathing. Deep breath in, reach your arms up. This time we're gonna take our arms out to the side, bring them down. One more time, nice and slow, deep breath in and lift. Exhale, lower. And that is it today, everybody. Thank you for joining us for this stretching session here that we just had. Remember, the previous education session is talking about why we should stretch, the reasoning why, also some do's and don'ts. So if you want to make sure you look at that either before or after this video. And again, you can revisit this video anytime to get a full body stretch. You want to make sure that you're stretching 2 to 3 days a week, especially on days that you exercise, preferably after you finish exercising. So if you've done an exercise, this would be a perfect video to finish that up with. All right, you guys take care and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.